October 15 ló máa gbé ọdún, but before then láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ abẹ̀sí ní ìlú wípé kí ni ó lè jẹ́ ohun tó máa mú ìgbáyé gbádùn bá orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tí ò ní sí awuyewuye ìjà kankan bẹ́ẹ̀. Olówó dìgbà yẹn mo kàn fẹ́ sọ ọ̀rọ̀ nípa ohun tó bí suffering country, suffering state under United States of Nigeria sílẹ̀. Àwọn àwọn sunkún tó bá wo ẹjẹ́ ká múlẹ̀ Yorùbá tiwa abẹ́rẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìwé ìtàn sọ fún wa pé wọ́n jẹ ogun abẹ́lé kan tí wọ́n pè ní Kiriji War. Kò sí ogun abẹ́lé tó last bẹ́ẹ̀ rí. Ogun abẹ́lé tí wọ́n jà ní Kiriji War nílẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn ó last for 40 years. Ogójì ọdún 40 years náà fi nílẹ̀ Yorùbá náà pè ní Kiriji War. Ọ̀tẹ̀ èdè àìyedè wọ́n mi sọ ní òdúró òwú ló fẹ́. Ó sì tún wá ń lọ títí di èyí fún àpẹẹrẹ. Ṣé bá wo ìgbà UPN tó bàbá wó lọ́wọ́ tó ń gbẹgbẹ́ kalẹ̀ UPN. Ẹ rí i pé ibi yìí náà ó ká kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀ nípa aṣan ẹ rí i pé ibi náà ní rúdurùdu ọ̀tẹ̀ èdè àìyedè ìjà tó wà láàrin akótó ní bàbá wó náà títí káàmì fún àjọba tí kì ní ẹ̀túká. Kiriji War yẹn náà ló sì tún tẹ̀síwájú. Ọ̀tẹ̀ èdè àìyedè náà ní kò tán lẹ̀ Kiriji War tí mo sọ 40 years kò sí ogun abẹ́lé kan tí wọ́n jà ní àgbáyé rí tó last for 40 years. Ogun Biafra ò last for 10 years. Ogun tí Amẹ́ríkà ogun abẹ́lé tí àwọn òyìnbó yẹn jà kò last 4 years 5 years tí Yorùbá yìí kò tán dé ní. Nígbà yẹn tún lọ àmì gbàjọba. Nígbà tó pẹ́ wọ́n tún ní àwọn àmì tún ní òkè ẹgbẹ́ kan dá another political party sílẹ̀. Nígbà another UPN lẹ̀ tí ẹ bá tún wò ó náà nígbà ọmọ borí owó àtàwọn ajásí lúkèrúdò ọ̀tẹ̀ èdè àìyedè yẹn náà ó tún dá sílẹ̀. Yẹn tún lọ wọ́n tún dá ẹ̀ka àwọn ìgbà yẹn náà tó tún lọ náà ẹ̀ẹ́dìgbà àwọn Bọ́lá Ìgè gbogbo wọn náà gbogbo ẹ̀ka ìyá gbalagbalagbalagbà ọ̀tẹ̀ yẹn náà ni títí èmi ẹ̀jẹ̀ káwọn àwọn tó ń ṣe wọ́n ń ṣe àjọ agbára nílẹ̀ Yorùbá gbogbo ẹni sọ wípé Sunday Igboho àti Gani Adams ẹni gbogbo ìjà tán èmi lọ sọ́dọ̀ bàbá Akíntóyè lẹ́ẹ̀mí mẹ́ta
Bánjí Akíntóyè ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n
èmi sọ ṣé bàbá wà láyé Professor Adéníran wà bẹ́ẹ̀ Professor Adélójú wà bẹ́ẹ̀ èmi pẹ̀lú àwọn bàbá àwọn tí Yorùbá gbẹ́kẹ̀lé rèé tí wọ́n ń gbèjà àwọn Yorùbá àwọn akọni ọmọ Yorùbá rèé kí ló dé kéde àyèdè ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ bá wa parí ẹ̀ I have the photograph everything wà kí ló dé tí nǹkan yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí ó má jẹ́ pé èdè Haúsá Fúlàní ló ń mú wáyé o bàbá sì sọ̀rọ̀ òun náà ló tún wà títí tí wọ́n tún gbéra àwọn ọ̀sìnkọ́ ṣé ń pẹ́ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ojú tèmi fi wò nìyẹn ojú tèmi fi ń wo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Yorùbá ó yàtọ̀ sí ilé ìtàlẹ̀ mìíràn fi ń wò ó yàtọ̀ completely kí ló dé táwọn ìṣe èmi ń wò nínú ẹ̀ pé kékeré ṣe èdè ni àákọ́mọ ó dà kí ló lè mú lasting solution sí èdè àìyedè tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tábàlágbára ilẹ̀ Yorùbá nínú ìjà tó wà.
ta ló fẹ́ ṣe olórí
èdè àìyedè máa ṣẹlẹ̀ Kiriji War yẹn sì wà nílẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn wa wọn ò wo history wọn wò pé kí ló dé tèdè àìyedè ní sọ̀rọ̀ ó kẹ́ ẹ wo ìgbà tó ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ Sunday Igboho àti ẹ wo èpè ìjà èdè àìyedè lójú tó lẹ̀ lórí bẹ́ẹ̀.
àwọn ti sọ pé bí ìpè àólẹ̀ ló ń jà wá.
bóyá ìpè ẹ Fúlàní ni bóyá ìpè àwọn onílẹ̀ ló ń jà wá tí ò jẹ́ káàrin Yorùbá ògún ẹ tó bá sọ pé ogun péjọ bọ̀dẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí n fún yín ní Kiriji War tó sì tún lọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wo Afẹ́nifẹ́re ẹ̀yọ kan ní bàbá wọlé ọ̀gbìn kalẹ̀ Afẹ́nifẹ́re pín sí mẹ́rin lẹ́nu Afẹ́nifẹ́re ti pa Adébánjọ Afẹ́nifẹ́re ti pa Afẹ́nifẹ́re ìdágùn Afẹ́nifẹ́re Yorùbá Council of Elders tí gbogbo wọn dẹ̀ pé tí wọn dẹ̀ ṣọ̀kan Yorùbá ẹ̀dẹ̀ ni wa kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Haúsá kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Ìgbò ẹ wo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa wọ́n ní iṣẹ́ láti ṣe pé gbogbo mistake yìí ok ẹ jẹ́ ká wò ní sí àwọn bàbá wo la fẹ́ lọ bá báyìí àwọn bàbá wo la fẹ́ lọ bá ní àwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re tó jẹ́ pé ó jẹ́ aṣojú wa kò sí.
ta lè mẹjọ sùn.
ta la fẹ́ fẹjọ́ sùn wọ́n lágbà kí wà lọ́jà kúrò ọmọ tó ta la fẹ́ pa nǹkan kan sì ń ṣẹlẹ̀ Yorùbá nídìí reorientation yẹ̀rọ àwọn àwọn òpó òkè kí la lè ṣe báyìí ó dà Ìgbò gbé Biafra nation sílẹ̀ àwọn olórí wa wọ́n làwọn ò fẹ́ wọ́n náà jagun ní 66 bàbá mi tó ìnáyẹ Biafra wọ̀ ok ìyẹn tún lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ìgbà tí ìyẹn tún kúrò níbẹ̀ àwọn Yorùbá tún jáde ok aláǹfẹ́ Yorùbá nation à ń fẹ́ Odùduwà nation wọ́n tún láwọn ò gbà gbogbo àwọn olórí náà tó tún wà níbẹ̀ wọ́n lé wọn wọgbó lọ àwọn òkú dà here is a better alternative tí ó lè mú kí gbogbo awuyewuye kó kúrò làwọn afi wá gbé United States of Nigeria sílẹ̀ based on suffering country suffering state under United States of Nigeria without any form of division. ìmọ̀lá tó wá kí ni ọ̀tẹ̀ bá wò lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ sí wọ́n tún ti gbé bíi kan sí house of rep ti pass second reading nísìnyí wọ́n ní wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ anybody tó bá ló fẹ́ break Nigeria ìṣẹ́dá kó lọ sí ẹ̀wọ̀n 25 years kó dẹ̀ san 10 million or kó lọ fẹ́ ẹ̀wọ̀n 25 years kó san 10 million. àwa fún wọn ní better alternative náà anybody tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation Biafra nation nísìnyí ẹ̀wọ̀n ló fi ṣe lé yẹn ẹ̀wọ̀n ní ṣebí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì president Tinubu náà ló wà mí àwa fún wọn ní better alternative àwa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kọ̀ mí kí lálẹ́ ṣe o àkọ́kọ́ lọ sí newspaper virtually all newspapers in Nigeria na ṣe advertorials ní èyí tó jẹ́ wípé national secretary wa ó máa sọ nípa ẹ̀ nípa wa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lọ́dọ̀ àwa sọ pé òkè pápá gbélé yìí kalẹ̀ kí state kankan kó dúró bíi nation bíi country kan kó dẹ̀ tún jẹ́ state under United States of Nigeria a máa pè é kí Abuja remain federal capital bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ká gbọ́ máa lọ sí state tiẹ̀ ni wọ́n ṣe ní advanced country ni wọ́n ṣe ní United Arab Emirates wọ́n ṣe ní Britain wọ́n ṣe ní United States of America tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹ 50 countries 50 states ni oníkálùkù àwọn máa ṣe ìjọba rẹ̀ ẹni pé kò ní sí ìjà then àtúwàwò wípé tá a bá ń wò lọ báyìí tó bá tún ṣe ní Ghana àmì àtúgbàjọba torí ìjà tún ṣẹlẹ̀ èdè yẹn dúdú àtúndé àmì àtúgbàjọba bó tá a bá ṣe lè tà ń sọ yìí kò lè sí ìjà kankan.
ìyẹn United States of Nigeria.
ló dé yes kò lè sí àmì òde gbàjọba bó tá a bá ṣe ní Ghana yẹn àmì àgbàjọba because àwọn èèyàn wa wọ́n wo àwọn leader wa lókè yìí wọ́n ti pledge to uphold the unity of Nigeria the clause yẹn májẹ̀mú ni wọ́n ti dá májẹ̀mú pé àwọn ò ní àwọn uphold the unity of Nigeria wọ́n ti ìṣọ̀kan ti wà lọ́rùn wọn wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé it's a task that must be done ọ̀dà ọmọ wa jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ àti fún ọ ní better alternative ṣe bí ẹlẹ́ẹ̀fẹ́ kí Yorùbá lọ ẹ̀ẹ̀fẹ́ kí Ìgbò lọ lẹ́kùn ẹ̀ náà ní bí òṣìṣẹ́ aṣíṣìta àti fún ọ ní better alternative tí wọ́n ní choice ju pé kí wọ́n ní church of Nigeria tó bá ní church of Nigeria based on sovereign country sovereign á bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti grassroots local government á máa function then wọ́n wá promote youth àwọn bàbá wa ti ń dàgbà no doubt about that àwọn bàbá wa ti dàgbà àwọn bàbá wa ti rule láti 1960 but as one leader in Nigeria ààrẹ àná Ọbásanjọ́ ẹ̀rí ìgbà tó wà níjọba àwọn Fẹ́mi Fani-Káyọ̀dé ọ̀dọ́ ni àwọn Ẹrùfáì àwọn ọ̀dọ́ ló kó síbẹ̀ ó kó wọn àwọn gan ló ṣe gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì.
Bukola Saraki ń gbà yẹn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn Bukola Saraki so ààrẹ àná Ọbásanjọ́ is a team builder ó ti bẹ̀ sí package pé àwọn ọmọ yìí kàn gbàjọba so youth náà nísìnyí ní program wa wà fún that's why we call it the birthing of a new nation new generation youth new generation leaders.
bàbá ajẹ́ pé èyí tí àwọn Kanu gbé dání èyí táwọn Sunday gbé lọ kò lè ṣeé ṣe o.
tèmi ìjọba ti sọ àwọn ìjọba ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kì í ṣe mi o ìjọba sọ wípé ẹni tó bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ok ẹ wo Biafra prime minister tó wà Samuel Pansi wọ́n ti láti European Union wípé kan extradite wọ́n ní kan extradite ẹni problem tó wà lẹ́nu sí níwọ̀n ìgbà tó ti yẹ pé àwọn yẹ àwọn leader yóò fẹ́ kó pín a lè fagbára pín
kò ṣeé pín
kò ṣe wọn lè àwọn náà ló máa ṣe àbáwọn leader ló máa ṣe kì í ṣe àwọn àwàtọ̀ wá sí àlọ́ fẹ́ ṣe ni.
àwọn kan sọ pé Nàìjíríà ti expire ti pẹ́ wọ́n tó ní lẹ́yìn ọgọ́rùn-ún ọdún tí orílẹ̀-èdè kan bá ti wà papọ̀ wọ́n lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láǹfààní láti lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ àwọn tó ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ sà kí ni àríwòye ti ṣe lè.
nígbà that was 2014 àwọn newspaper wọ́n wá interview mi nígbà yẹn wọ́n wá ṣàlàyé nígbà tí wọ́n ṣàlàyé múlẹ̀ Jonathan ò lè ṣe kinní yẹn kò lè ní Nàìjíríà amalgamation tó ṣe 100 years ni ó ti expire but Jonathan ẹ bá wọn ṣe nígbà yẹn ó lóun celebrate 100 years of incompatibility I told you, why are you celebrating 100 years of incompatibility? I told President Jonathan, they said, why are you celebrating 100 years of incompatibility wà compatible kí ló dé ká wá solution
ìbáṣepọ̀ tí ò bára dọ́gba.
tó gbà àjọgbá ó yẹ ká wá nǹkan kan ṣe but the permanent solution to the many legal crisis in Nigeria òun la gbé jáde kí state kankan kó dá dúró bí orílẹ̀-èdè kan bí state kan káwọ́ are you telling me tí Yorùbá bá dá dúró àìníṣe state kankan dá dúró I will go back to Ekiti I might develop Ekiti better than Dubai àti bá láwọn ọmọ ní Amẹ́ríkà ọmọ Yorùbá wà nínú òyìnbó tó pọ̀ tí wọ́n ní ọpọlọ pípé tí wọ́n dẹ̀ máa wálé ok ẹ wá wò nísì ṣebí problem ló jẹ́ ká àwọn ọmọ àlọ́ sí ní Sweden nísì about 5 million náà fún ọmọ Nàìjíríà kankan tó bá ti lóun fẹ́ lọ sí ìlú ẹ̀ tó fẹ́ jẹ́ wọ́n fẹ́ gbọ́n lé wọlé ẹ̀ àwọn Britain ti wọ́n ti gbé kankan jáde nísì ìwọ tó bá ló fẹ́ lọ sí ìlú wọn sọ àkọ́kọ́ kọ̀wé síwájú tó fẹ́ lọ sí it my last 6 months ọgbọ́n náà láti pé káwọn èèyàn máa wọ bẹ̀ ni but tá bá develop orílẹ̀-èdè wa better àwọn ọmọ wa ò ní lọ bẹ̀ mọ́ a lè develop Kaduna better than Dubai ok ẹ̀wọ̀n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lórílẹ̀-èdè wa we have the resources kí làwọn leader wa ń wá lọ sí abroad káàkiri president wa ń sìn wọn ló lọ sí lóyìnbó ó lọ fún medical check up ṣé àwa ò lè ṣe tiwa bẹ́ẹ̀ ká má lè lọ síbẹ̀ mọ́ ni.
wọ́n ti dìde báyìí.
wọ́n tún ti dé ní ìsìnkú àti àtúnṣà lọ gbogbo àwọn leader wa ló lọ sí medical check up wọ́n fi mẹ̀kúnnù lẹ̀ síbi kò yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ so ìyẹn la wá wò pé ok eléyìí bẹ́tà o báwọn advanced country ṣe ń ṣe nìyí suffering country suffering state under United States of Nigeria without any form of decision just like that then our code kini wa ni pe the birthing of a new nation new generation youth under United States of Nigeria without any form of difference with unified people.
ṣàbí gbogbo àwọn aṣáájú tí ẹ ti dárúkọ ẹ tó ìpè nǹkan tẹ gbé dání kò lè ṣe láìsí ìmọ̀ àti ìfọwọ́sowọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ ìsọpẹ́ ti lọ káàkiri ìtútọ́lọ̀ ògùn ǹjẹ́ wọ́n ti fẹ́ràn sí nǹkan tẹ gbé dání.
kì í ṣe pé kì í ṣe akọ̀wé sí wọn ìgbà tá a kọ̀wé sí wọn wọ́n fún wa ní èsì tó dáa tẹ́ bá rí bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ ẹ lọ wo internet ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ restructuring títí di sí restructuring ni Babangida náà àṣẹ̀sì Babangida náà ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa restructuring Dr. Akinwumi Adesina bíi African Development Bank president ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ United States of Nigeria kẹ́lẹ́ pàtì ni ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ wípé United States of Nigeria àwa la gbé United States of Nigeria jáde àwa la sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ilé the birthing of a new nation lọ́jà àti tourist ó ti di overdue fún restructuring ẹ̀jẹ̀ ká gbàgbé ẹ̀ àfẹ́ntọ́mátà lọ́jà àti overdue fún restructuring ojú kan la wà lọ́jà àti overdue fún restructuring so we are determined to reach out to our leaders so that they can restructure Nigeria keep grassroots keep development okay ẹ wo grassroots development that's one local government a lọ sí state a lọ sí federal then local government ń sìn irú eléyìí tó yẹ pé wọ́n kàn àwọn tó wà lóko wọ́n wá sílé àwọn máa mú fún wọn padà ní a máa impact on agric mechanization a máa ṣe gbogbo nǹkan ló máa wà bẹ́ẹ̀ specialist hospital máa wà bẹ́ẹ̀ specialist hospital máa wà bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan máa wà bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ní sí gbogbo nǹkan àwọn ọmọ wọn máa ríṣẹ́ àyùtẹ̀lẹ̀ mi pé tábà ṣe oníṣẹ́ tọ́múrú Ìbàdàn ẹ̀ sìn wọ́n sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé Ìbàdàn ẹ jẹ́ ká develop Ìbàdàn wọ́n ṣe underground rail láti Èkó sí Ìbàdàn láti Èkìtì láti Ọ̀ṣun láti gbogbo ẹ̀ sí Ìbàdàn ṣé iṣẹ́ òdiwà fáwọn ọmọ wa ni we are talking of the new development ẹ wo Burkina Faso bẹ́ẹ̀ dídá àwọn ọmọ kékeré ẹ̀wọ̀n tó ń ṣe níbẹ̀ ẹ ká sọ pé Burkina Faso fẹ́ bí tiwa lónìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni yans of Africa so eléyìí gangan òun ni.
ọjọ́ táwọn èèyàn kan mi wò ni pé bí ètò ẹ̀fẹ́ gbé wọn máa dín agbára ààrẹ kù tí àwọn tó wà central wọn ní lágbára mọ́ bí agbára kọ́lẹ́ǹsì.
má dá wọn yẹ lóbi tí wọ́n ní ìnáwó náà sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ ṣé Amẹ́ríkà ní yẹ Texas yẹ is a state is a country tí ó dín agbára president wọn tí wọ́n bá ṣe tiwa we will be having a unique president tí wọ́n máa respect ààrẹ tiwa wọ́n máa command respect bíi ti ààrẹ Amẹ́ríkà just the system bíi ti Amẹ́ríkà ìlú ṣe máa ẹ wo kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nísìnyí à ń practice American system of government ní Nàìjíríà wọ́n kọ̀ mú díẹ̀ nínú ti Amẹ́ríkà wọ́n mú díẹ̀ èyí tó jẹ́ dìbẹ́dìbẹ́ nǹkan tó lè ṣe wá láǹfààní wọ́n fi lẹ̀ ẹni sì wọ́n ní àwọn practice American system of government kí ló dé tán practice kí ló dé tán àwọn dídà wa tó ṣe pa kí ló tán practice fúlẹ̀ kí ló tán practice there will be high competition ẹ wo Dubai bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ńtì méje ní Dubai tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀ Dubai nìkan ló kàn gbéra bẹ́ẹ̀ pé àwọn fẹ́ develop Dubai ṣebí ilẹ̀ aṣálẹ̀ ni president lè tẹ́lá dé Dubai sí orí omi ni wọ́n kọ́ lé sí àdẹ́sìẹ̀sì Dubai tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹ kí ni wọ́n fẹ́ máa ṣe taxi níbẹ̀ helicopter wọ́n fẹ́ máa ṣe taxi níbẹ̀ ẹ wo britain tẹ́wọ̀ yẹn sí àdẹ́sìẹ̀sì tíṣà kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ò ní àpíà ní house mọ́ kò ní àpíà ní classroom ọmọ àmà lọ school wọn dẹ̀ máa kọ́ àwọn yẹn advance àwa ń lọ sísàlẹ̀ ní nǹkan tó ṣe wá níbí yẹn we want to move our nation forward afẹ́ kúrò lótú kan afẹ́ jẹ́ role model fún African country.
nígbà tí ẹ ti wá ní irú kan báyìí lọ́kàn láti ní àyẹ̀rẹ́ sí Nàìjíríà kí ni àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ ti gbé lérè fún ẹ ti sáré gbé kó tó gbé adé tí adé lè.
gbàtà àkọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ àkọ́kọ́ lọ sí pépà virtually all these papers ẹ̀jẹ̀ kan fi hàn ní àkọ́kọ́ lọ síbẹ̀ àti àgbàtóríà àríṣà sáwọn lídà wa àwa ò bá àwọn lídà yẹn jà àdẹ̀kùn wọn àwọn mẹ́rin lè sọ pé lídà wọn yẹn ò dá wọ́n ti ṣe tiwọn ohun gbogbo ló ní àkókò àti ìgbà wọ́n ti ṣe tiwọn ó yà dẹ̀ sí sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pépà yẹn ẹ̀kọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀dá ní.
Good afternoon, our viewers and gentlemen of the press. The way we started, I think it's of necessity for me to start that way. Through the grace of God, when the vision came up, we started through the help of our father, who are the speaking seeds. We started just within the group of pastors, and that was October 15, 2023. But along the line, we could see the response from every quarter in this country. The Muslim, just name them, the response from them was quite encouraging. And that is why we said, okay, we will not limit this within the ambit of the pastors. And that is why we have to expand. We have to, So that is why we have to expand the scope of the organization. And through that, we have to have a change of name. Then we were daring the Directorate of the Concerned Patriots of Nigeria and overseas. That was then. And we have several people in the group. We have Muslims, we have imams, we have pastors, we have general overseers, and what have you. So, the first publication, we did this through the Punch newspaper, October 15, 2023, and we have the names of the who is who in this country that were copied. So that was the very first step that we took as regard our organization. But along the line, okay, so people may be wondering that what concerns, in fact, people have been saying it. When pastor is talking about the politics, you will see the response of our people that why are they talking about politics? What concerns pastors? What concerns a prophet about the politics of the country? These people forgot that even in the Bible, it was the prophets that normally give directive to the ruler. Then they were practicing theocracy, which is the government of the people of God. That is theocracy. And from there, by the time they got to the stage of having kings, the prophets were also fully involved. The prophets were what? They were fully involved. So, for prophets to come out in this age and talk about restructuring is not out of point. Let's look at, just like the explanation we made through the Punch newspaper, October 15. We talk about who is the prophet, just to allay the fear of people about what concerns the prophets, about the state of the country, as if prophets are not part of the citizen of the country. So we said, who is prophet? And we put it here that a prophet is an individual who is regarded as being in contact with Almighty God and is said to speak on behalf of the living God. Prophet receive message from God and tell it to the people of God, just as we have it in the Bible, even in the Quran. That's how it is, also in the Quran. So, we move further by saying a prophet serves as an intermediary with humanity by delivering God's message to his people in a chronological manner. So, I've talked about in the past. In the past, it was the prophet that normally directs the affairs of the government. Why? Because they are in tune with God. They receive message from God and they tell it to the government in power, and they will work accordingly. I don't know, maybe we are getting it. So, now as far as this group is concerned now, like what I've said, that we have several people in the group. And we did not just stop there, we also move on by publishing another newspaper. In fact, we have several. This one is The Nation. The Nation. This one is The Nation. And why all these newspapers? We have the Hausa's newspaper, Armenia. So this newspaper is solely belong to the Hausas. Then we have a Biligo, which is for the Yorubas. We have Alaroye, which is also
Yorùbá Tòótọ́.
Yoruba Toto, sorry, which is also belong to Yorubas. We have The Nation again,
Which
and
belong to our
which belong to.
Ààrẹ.
We know who owns this one.
And this
So
belong to South South.
this one belongs to South South.
Even the village boys go by.
It
So
belongs to Ààrẹ too.
okay, you say so. And this is another point, like that. So why all this?
This one big.
Is, yeah, we still have other ones,
And they are paid adverts.
and all of these, they are paid adverts. This is to tell you that we have gone far. We have what? We have gone far.
This
And
belongs to the
is
southeast.
This one belongs to the southeast. Now, as I've said, why did we pass through this route? Is for us to be able to carry everybody along,
Every tribe.
cut across every tribe. Is it the Hausa, the Yoruba, just name them, the Igbo? We carried everybody along, and that is why we gone through this route. Now, as it is now, what we are propagating is the sovereign country, sovereign nation, a situation whereby every state of the country we have their own autonomy. Looking at the state of, the condition of our country, for a very long time we have stagnated. In fact, it's getting worse every day by day. The only solution, the only way out is for us to restructure this country in line with what we are proposing. And we, like what our father said, that we have sent out letters to the key stakeholders in this country. All the ex-presidents will send letters to
The likes of Babangida,
Babangida,
Salambaka,
Obasanjo,
Name them.
just name them. Why? It's because there is no any government of the day that can single-handedly restructure this country without the input of these ex-leaders. That is why we started from them. And after sending letter to them, we sent letter to president in person of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We sent letter to him and to his cabinet and to the House of Rep, the Senate, and all the rest.
So the governors,
even the governors,
state,
the
state leaders,
36 state governors, will send letter to them. So what we are doing, all of them, they are fully aware, they are fully involved, and I can tell you that all this has cost us a lot. I mean a lot, because all the adverts we have been doing, they are paid adverts in the newspaper. So we are providing solution to the problem of this country, and the only solution, as I've said, is to restructure this country in line with what we are proposing. Now, some people were talking about regional restructuring. Regional restructuring, of course, looking at it, our forefather, I mean the founding father of this nation, Nigeria, started. They had that vision of restructuring Nigeria alongside of regional restructuring. But these people will not be able to do it. I mean, to the fullness till when they died. And along the line, when they were practicing it, military took over. That's how military took over, and that vision. And looking at all these founding fathers, where are they today? They have gone. And one thing about a vision is that the moment the visionary is gone, what happened to the vision? The vision will automatically die. So the vision about regional restructuring, the visionaries, they have gone. So automatically the vision has died. So what next for us now is...
No, before that, Super Papa Bros set up another vision.
Thank you so much, sir. Another vision that, thank you, Daddy. Another vision that Chief Obafemi Awolowo
doesn't talk
started
about a region again.
Yeah,
It's not more talking about region again.
when he was alive. He didn't talk about regional whatever. His vision is how we are going to have free education, free medical, just name it, everything free. And it's because this man, in person of Chief Obafemi Awolowo, had the love of the citizen. That is why he didn't even bother about restructuring, regional restructuring. His concern is how life could be better for everybody, most especially the Southwest. And along the line, some other part of the country, they were trying to copy what Awolowo was doing, what Baba Awolowo was trying to do that time. But look at it, the moment Baba Awolowo died, what happened to that vision? How many states now in this country that are practicing free education, free medical, free whatever? We don't have them any longer. But I can tell you categorically that we can still go back to it if we restructure this country along what we are proposing. That is sovereign state, sovereign nation, a situation whereby whereby each state will have their own autonomy. Now we are talking about some states. They said some states may not be able to fund themselves. I can tell you categorically that our nation is not poor. Our country is not poor. There is no any state that is poor in this country. The problem is leadership. And for instance, let's look at Ekiti State. Because when it comes to the terms of allocation and internal revenue, we have some states that they are not too strong, like compared to what is happening in Lagos and some other states like River State and all the rest. But let's go to the states that seems that look like they don't have the capacity to stand alone. I can tell you, if we restructure this country today, those states, the governors will have their thinking cap on. We have several natural resources. I mean, enough.
Every part of Nigeria.
In every part of Nigeria, there's no any state you will get to today that you will not get enough natural resources that can sustain them. We have enough.
Doctor,
A lot of.
Doctor, this journey started about a year ago.
Okay.
So what are the major things you've been able to put in place?
You mean our organization?
Yeah. What have you done so far? Just in brief.
That we are able to reach in place. Okay. Number one, we'll reach out to, just like what I've said, we'll reach out to all the ex-presidents and all the rest. And we just
so what about the spiritual aspect? What have you done so far?
Yes, just of recent, we finished 7 days fasting and prayer, in which
We mobilize
the entire nation as we gather
To join your group in prayer.
So
that
seeking
we can
the face
achieve-
upon my God.
so that we can achieve this particular goal. And funny enough, the Muslims that are part of this group, they join us. Everybody.
Because
We did it.
everybody's affair.
Yes, it is everybody's
Going
affair.
forward, so what are the necessary things that we should look forward to?
Now-
Nigerians.
Now we are seeking for the support of everybody, because as Yoruba will say, "Ọ̀run yabo,
Which one are they come?
ojú ọ̀rọ̀ ẹnìkan." So this what we are talking about is for every one of us. So we are seeking for the support of every person in this country to join hands together with
Full
us.
support.
I mean full support to join hands together with us so that we can actualize this. You know, our government at times they know what is good for us, but they will never do it. If there is much pressure on them, they will do it. We strongly believe that they are going to do this, but we need the cooperation of the citizenry. If we have the cooperation of the citizenry, we are going to have.
Based on what you've said so far, you have reached to the past leaders of the country. Reaching out to them, what were their response to your request?
Okay, their response have been so good.
Very, very okay.
Very
Very,
okay.
very okay.
You know, restructuring this country is not what we can just wake up and say we want to do, we want to actualize. It's a gradual process. But the way the government is going about it, there is a kind of laxity on ground that shows that, they are not ready for it. It's like they are not ready for it now. Probably they are saying, we are not ripe for that.
Okay.
But I can tell you that we are ripe for, in fact, Nigeria is overdue for that. So, and that is why we are seeking for the full support
This
of,
asks you, sir, is it from the present government or those that are, or the past leaders?
now the present government. I can say the present government.
Okay.
The present government is ready for restructuring. I can confirm this.
Yes. They are ready.
The present government, they are ready for restructuring of the country. I can confirm.
Yeah.
Let me just shift in this.
Okay, sir.
The issue is this. We are still consulting our leaders. We are still consulting our leaders. The next step now after consultation is one press conference, whereby we will gather all our leaders together. And those in our overseas, we will move them in, everybody, all them, even foreign ambassadors. Because I told you here, the reason is this, we don't want anybody to see this as a Yoruba agenda or President Bola Ahmed Tinubu agenda. No, it's national.
It's for everybody.
It's national restructuring. We are talking of national. We don't want any tribe to say this is Yoruba agenda, this is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. No. Our Feki tribe kankan dìde lẹ́nu kó sọ pé Yoruba agenda ni àbí aládìgírèké ni wọ́n àbí Bola Ahmed Tinubu ni. No.
Bàbá nínú ìrìn àjò yìí náà sà, a rí pé àwọn kan ti dìde nígbà kan táwọn ní nǹkan tí gbàṣẹ́ bá Nàìjíríà yìí lọ yìí ó sú wa àfẹ́ dádúró àwọn Ìgbò dìde o àwọn Biafra dìde ìyẹn náà ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Nnamdi Kanu nínú ọ̀nà táwọn Sunday Igboho náà wà ń bẹ̀ àwọn mẹ́rin wà tẹ́kọ̀ jẹ́ tẹnu wọn tó lè ra ní orílẹ̀-èdè ilé ni ìṣe ìgbẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ sí wọn àwọn ti Igboho ṣe ẹ̀kọ́ sí wọn lórí àwọn ti Biafra ṣe ẹ̀kọ́ sí wọn èyí tó jẹ́ ààrẹ ọ̀gáfúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá náà àwọn náà ẹnu bẹ̀ ṣe ẹ̀kọ́ sáwọn náà.
wọ́n sọ fún mi pé kò sí àwọn agbẹnusọ ní Nàìjíríà tá a kàn sí Adébánjọ a kàn sí bàbá Fásọ̀ntà a kàn sí bàbá kò sí
Bánjí Akíntóyè ńkọ́
bàbá ò sí Nàìjíríà bàbá kàn sí kí wọ́n ti pe ọ̀hánà sí president tó kú yẹ àjọ sọ̀rọ̀ èmi pẹ̀lú wọn jọ sọ̀rọ̀ then Hausa tó ń gbé flag jáde Hausa protest Nàìjíríà ni I can confidently tell you it was based on total destruction of Nàìjíríà làwọn sọ ẹni pé wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ Sahel wípé àwọn náà fẹ́ dá dúró ẹ̀ tábàwọ̀ Sahel tó ń sọ ó kàn pàṣẹ Niger ó kàn pàṣẹ Mali ó kàn pàṣẹ Burkina Faso ẹ̀dígàtẹ̀ ní ti náà ẹgbẹ́ they are suffering country sovereign state under Sahel nígbà wọn sọ nìyẹn akọ̀wé sí gbogbo lídà wọn àti imam àti sheik wọn pátápátá including Sheikh Gumi.
ó ṣe wá rí ìsà pẹ̀lú àfojúsùn tí gẹ́gẹ́ bí wòlíì Ọlọ́run tí Ọlọ́run máa tọ́lọ̀ fún ní ìran ẹ̀mí ìkagbéra ní níbo ní padà yọrí sí láti inú ẹ̀mí wá tọ́lọ̀ fi
wọ́n máa ìtọ́jú Nàìjíríà sì máa dà kò sí ọ̀nà mọ́ ẹ wo orílẹ̀-èdè àbúṣe ní nísìnyí ẹ wo gbogbo Nàìjíríà àbúṣe yìí gbọ́ ọ̀bá ṣe kankan sí Nàìjíríà sẹ́wọ̀n gbá sí máa bá lọ ni ẹ̀yin náà ẹ wo Nàìjíríà ò lè bá lọ báyìí àti fún ọ ní better alternative ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀gbọ́n àwọn leader wa gbógun tiwa tó ń ta gbé dání because we reach out to everybody including the president the vice president the senate president the speaker the chief of defence staff chief of army staff chief of air staff chief of the naval staff the minister of defence national security call it anybody we have the day share the seat with us.
Doctor, do you have anything to call
so now àwa tún tẹ̀síwájú lẹ́yìn tí a bá tẹ̀síwájú tán la máa tẹ̀síwájú world press conference làwọn sọ sí pé a ní ìdí gbogbo support ọmọ Nàìjíríà pátápátá wọn wọ́n support wa gbogbo kan lórí alternative ok ṣé àwọn Nnamdi Kanu àwọn Yorùbá nation tó sọ pé wọn ò gbọdọ̀ gbọ́ wọn máa tì wọ́n mẹ́lẹ́ ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni ok àwọn Igbo sọ̀rọ̀ Biafra nation ẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe pàápàá ní cities ok àwọn Yorùbá nation tó lọ yìí Ọlọ́run ló mọ iye àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n pa ń bẹ̀ ṣé mi lè sọ̀rọ̀ pé mo fara gbá nínú kíní Yorùbá nation tó ń ṣe túbọ̀ dání.
ẹ̀yin náà fara gbá ń bẹ̀.
èmi fara gbá èmi sọ ópùlẹ̀ ẹ tó bá jáde tó bá ní ìrọ́kó jáde kó sọ èmi fara gbá ṣèbí ìgbà tí àwọn ń ṣe prógámù fún Sunday Igboho tá à ń gbàdọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ wa tó ń kó sùkúù jẹ́ kọ́lọ́run gbà wá o Sunday Igboho má kó ṣèbí DSS ní Ọ̀yọ́ ṣe tí wọ́n invite mi sọ́fíìsì wọn pé kí ni kọ́ńtà tí mo ní fún Sunday Igboho mo wà lọ́fíìsì wọn láti 9 títí di 4.
àwọn DSS
ṣèbí èmi ni mo sọ yìí
nítorí Igboho
nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn náà ni wọ́n ní kí kọ́ńtà ṣe ìgbà èmi lè sọ fún ọmọ nípa Sunday Igboho tẹ̀ ń wá Igboho sà ó wà ní Kútọ́nù Apostle Sunday Adéyẹmọ Igboho Jésù làwọn gbé kiri kò dẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ọ̀kan tó ní kí n má convert yẹn I have the program I have everything come to your state and see ìbàdàn tó lọ sọ́dọ̀ wọn náà wọ́n tún ti tẹ́ ní ọmọ mi láti 2 di 8 alẹ́ sí Sunday Igboho wà mẹ́ ní Kútọ́nù prison yard wọ́n ti tẹ́ ní ọmọ mi wọ́n ní ọmọ mi torí pé ó fẹ́ ya Sunday Sunday Igboho wà láyé èdè kan.
wọ́n béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
ó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ Sunday Igboho ṣe dáadáa bẹ́ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ dúró tọmọ ẹ tó bẹ́ẹ̀.
fóònù tó fi yà ń kọ́.
fóònù yẹ àgbàtí 250,000 naira Samsung ó Sunday Igboho ti mọ́lẹ̀ tán bàjẹ́. ní Kútọ́nù prison.
torúkọ fẹ́ ya fọ́tò lásán.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni nígbà tó ń sọ pé ó sì kò fẹ́ kú. sọ́mi ò náà fara gbá.
ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ṣe léyìí.
sẹ́mi ò fara gbá.
ẹ ṣe fún Yorùbá ni àbí.
nígbà tí mo mọ̀ pé ìjà Yorùbá ló bá tí bá sọ pé wọ́n pa Yorùbá ilé mo mọ̀ bóyá èmi ló kàn lọ́la ni àbí tí wọn bá sọ pé wọn pa Yorùbá kò kàn wá ṣé mo mọ̀ bóyá èmi ló kàn lọ́la ṣèbí ìjà Yorùbá náà ni gbogbo wọn ń jà fún ẹ.
sọjá tí wọn sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ lọ Sunday Igboho ẹni ọmọ kan tó sọ
ẹni ọmọ kò di tó rìnà mọ ni kó query Sunday Igboho kó ní mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé nǹkan tí mo sọ irọ́ ni kó dẹ̀ tó bá sọ pé irọ́ ni ẹ jẹ́ ká tilẹ̀ kọ́ náà dájọ́ I was there it got to a stage Sunday wà bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ní okay ẹ release ọmọ mi ọmọ less than 22 years ẹ release ẹ ó ní exam ní Monday gbadé on Friday ẹ detain mi ẹlẹ́fẹ́ ṣàjẹ́ ẹ detain mi kẹ́ fọmọ sílẹ̀ kó máa lọ I volunteer myself Sunday Igboho ṣe.
Igboho ní gbogbo eléyìí.
ṣé bó jẹ́ àwọn ló ń bẹ̀bẹ̀ fún ọmọ mi he try Sunday Igboho try olóbẹ̀bẹ̀ ọmọ yẹn tẹ bá rí bí ibẹ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀n àwọn tó sọ pé ẹ̀wọ̀n ò jọlé wọn mọ̀ tẹ bá débẹ̀ ẹ̀yin kan ó kà á ní kì í ṣe ibi tó yẹ kọ́mọdé wà bí wà ọmọ yẹn làágùn wá ni.
ibi tó sáyẹn lọ fi pamọ́ sí.
ẹ ṣe Sunday wà bẹ́ẹ̀
bàbá alákòótán o tẹ́sán sọ pé tábà ti wà ní abẹ́ àkóónú United States of Nigeria
onísíjà
gbogbo àṣù wa bọ̀.
Yorùbá ti máa ṣe papọ̀ ta ló sọ fún mi pé Yorùbá lè ṣe papọ̀ ibi tá àwọn kọta gbé dání ló máa fún alẹ́ àti àwọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ tábà dẹ́mọ̀ Yorùbá kan tó takò ẹ sọ pé Wale Olagunju sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ibi tó rí ìnàmọ́ ni àní káàtì ibi pẹlẹbẹ mọ́lẹ̀ jẹ ṣé yóò tábà ṣe ẹni sùdà tábà ṣe sovereign country sovereign state ṣé Yorùbá lè ṣe papọ̀ ẹgbọ́n sábà jà Yorùbá máa ṣe papọ̀ gbogbo Yorùbá a máa develop lẹ Yorùbá better than United States of America any by other countries kí náà ń ṣẹlẹ̀ àríkà kọ́kọ́ ṣe nǹkan kan náà èdè ìlà fún wa tẹ̀síwájú àwa ń pe àwọn ọba wa ló kàn báyìí bàbá wa kábíyèsí mo sì fi là kábíyèsí o bàbá wa kí olú ẹ wá àwọn ọba níjọ àwọn onírìṣà wà ń bẹ ẹ jáde bàbá ẹ má wò wá nínú Àwùjalẹ̀ bàbá wa wà ń bẹ Òṣèmọ̀wé wà ń bẹ Dèjì Ọ̀fàkúrẹ́ wà ń bẹ
tó fi dé lọrin Àfọ̀njá náà lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀mí à.
gbogbo àwọn ọba wọ̀nyí àwọn ẹ̀míà gbogbogbò Sanusi ẹ̀míà Sokoto Súlẹ̀ Lamido kábíyèsí gbogbo ọba ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ẹ dìde àwọn òbí ọ̀fọ̀ Onitsha òbí ọ̀fọ̀ kìnnì kan gbogbo wọn pátápátá kan so papọ̀ kí gbogbo wọn jáde àwọn bàbá wa Onitsha ẹ jáde Gani Adams lógun ọ̀fẹ́ ẹ jáde tí Yorùbá bá kúrò níbẹ̀ kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa tí ààrẹ yìí tó wà ń bẹ̀ tó bá kúrò mẹ́kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn kan ní mo ń tàgẹ̀rẹ̀ mo fẹ́ gbé Tinubu àti mo lọ bẹ̀ wọ́n mọ iye ààrẹ tó ti gbèmí tí mi lọ sọ́dọ̀ wọn ni àdé tí ààrẹ yìí bá kúrò níbẹ̀ kí ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ sí náà Yorùbá ṣáàṣì àdélé ṣáwọn sáfùlà náà.